G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. It's resin day. Now, this resin has been sitting in here for how long? Started at 10:15. It's now almost 20 to 11, 15, 20, coming up to 25 minutes. I'm just going to take its temperature because I want it to be at 40 degrees before I decant it. 40 degrees Celsius. When I checked it a few minutes ago, it got to 37. So I thought, I'll start the video. 37. 38. 39. So it's almost there. So, you know, another minute or two, it will be 40 degrees. Let me just clean this off and then I can decant it. So that's Celsius. All right, now I'll get my gloves on. I'm going to do geodes with the 3D bloom. I did it earlier on today and I waited till 35 degrees and some of it dropped, so that's why I'm just waiting till 40 degrees. I am going to put, I'm going to put 40 grams into my little cup. It's just off camera here, but I'm just going to pour 40 grams in. It's just over an ounce. And I think that will be plenty. Okay, so that's my 40 grams for my white. And I'm going to do a little blue center, so we'll put a little bit in there. That's just covering the bottom because I'm doing 6 coasters, so that's just covering the bottom there. And I think what I'll do, I'll just get a little medicine cup, a little cup like this, one of the little medicine cups, and let's just change hands. Here we go. I'm just going to pour. So that's probably 30 grams, which is an ounce. Now, I was watching Sherry Moulton. Hey, Sherry, if you're watching. And she did these amazing white blooms, 3D blooms, and she put a bright blue, actually, I think it was called peacock something or other, on the background. Might have been more of a teal color, and it was really pretty, so I thought I want to try that. Now normally I would use my Cast and Craft, but I'm going to try today with the LeRez Angel White pigment paste. Now because it's not in a little bottle, you don't drip, you don't drip it out, so I can't count my drops. So I'm going to make it just opaque, because I find if I make it too heavy, like too much paste in there, it just drops to the bottom. So have another little go today. Oh, look at that, worked out pretty good. Hey, I'll tell you how much I used in a minute once I've done this, because I don't want to fill them up all the way because I still want to do a bit of a top coat. So just going to scrape this out. Everyone can just have a little tiny scrape like so. That way they're all the same, hey? Divvy it up. Sharing's caring. And then I can wipe out my little bowl. I can use it again next time. Okay, so that's that done. I'm just going to wipe my little stick. Actually, just give me a minute. I'm just going to wipe this out. Well, it's easier to do it now before it sets up. So, you know, do things as you go along to clean up, because resin is very sticky and you're much better off cleaning up as you go while you've got your gloves on. And that's all I do, and then it's ready to go next time. Now I'm just going to put some alcohol on my little baby wipe so I can just get that resin off my gloves. Okay. All right, now I'm just going to make sure that the resin's gone into all the little edges here. This is my geode coaster. It's got the rock edges. Like they're not smooth. The sides, they've got the little rocky edges, so they look really realistic if you're doing geodes. It's a nice little effect. More natural. Especially when you paint them with gold or silver, you know, you can really see the little crevices. It's really pretty. Well, I like them anyway. They are in my eBay store. Links down below if anybody wants one. Right, let's torch. And what's that? Oops. What's that? Must be just a little bit of glitter on the bottom of my mold. Okay, now I've got my resin in there, and I'm going to put my white in. This is going to be for my piping bag. I just cut it short like that, you see, because it doesn't, you don't need all that rest of it hanging off the bottom. So I'll just put that in there. That's what I'm going to use to pipe. That's that one. Now the blue is just going to be some LeRez Marine. It's just a blue glitter. I'll just put that in there. I don't have my stir sticks. Bit unorganised. Okay, make that into a nice little thick paste. If you make it too thin, like not enough glitter in there, when you put your make your centre, it just kind of spreads. So make that a paste. Okay, now this one. This is the LeRez Angel White. And I'm going to just dip my stick in until it touches the bottom. Give it a bit of a wriggle. I'm going to lift it out. And then whatever stays on, I'm just going to pop in. Now I'll test that first. If it doesn't look opaque enough, I'll put a little bit more in. But I don't want to make it too heavy, because that's when you get the problems and it sinks. You know, the resin, even though we're waiting for the resin to thicken up so that this white can be suspended in the resin, you know, it can only hold so much. So don't make your resin, your white, too heavy. Like, it'll just sink straight through to the back. And also you need to wait for your resin to become nice and thick. So it just depends on what resin you're using. Just because I waited 25 minutes before I decanted with mine doesn't mean that you can do that with yours. You'll just have to do a little bit of a practice and see when it gets nice and thick. Okay, that's something in there. You can see the stick through there. So I'm going to put a little bit more in. I'm just going to wipe that on some paper towel so I can take a little bit more. I'm going to dip it in again, touch the bottom, give it a bit of a wriggle, pull it out, and then whatever's left on, and that should be fine. So 2 of them. So that's yeah, that's 40 grams. I'm hoping that's going to kind of be equivalent to 4 drops, because you get quite a lot out when you squeeze your cast and craft bottle. You get quite a big drop out, don't you? Get it off the side. You always get a little bit stuck onto the side of your stick. So it is now 1:45. So that's been 30 minutes since I stopped stirring. I like to pipe at 35 minutes. So by the time I've done everything else and put this in my piping bag, I should be good to go. All right, that's looking good. Now the other thing I'm going to add is just a little bit of shimmer. Now the lovely people at Let's Resin sent me this. They sent me a whole goodie bag, actually. I'll show you the other things another time. They sent me alcohol inks, glitters, you know, holographic glitters. They sent me this. It says silver on it, but and it's mica powder. See, I was going to put a bit of a shimmer in, but it looks to me like it's more of a white. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of that in, just so that I can get a bit of a shimmer. So yeah, to me that doesn't really look silver, which is what I want. I want more of a white. And I do have a sparkle white, but when I've used it previously, it was really quite heavy. Like the pieces were bigger because it wasn't a mica powder. It was more of a sparkle, like a glitter type thing. So I thought I'll try this one and see how we go with this one. I just want a bit of a shimmer. I don't even know if that's enough to put in there to make a shimmer, but I'll try it. Okay, so that's in there. You can see it's pretty thick. And I'm going to pour that into here. Into my little cup. So I'll do these. If they work, I'll come back and I'll do a blue top coat like Sherry did, because hers looked really, really pretty. Although I think hers was more of a teal, but I'm going to do blue. Lift that up. Put that there. So you can feel it's nice and warm now. It's not hot, but you do need to wait for it to thicken. And of course, when it thickens, it gets warm. So, all right, that can just sit there for a minute. And while I do my glitter centers. All right. I might give it one more little torch. Clean that up. Oh, now I've dropped a piece of glitter in. Where did that come from? If you use glitter, it just gets everywhere, doesn't it? Let's give it one more little torch. Popping some bubbles as they've come up. And because your resin has thickened now, it's a little bit more difficult for the bubbles to release. So I do actually want to test at some stage, like mixing the resin, pouring it straight in, and then waiting. I just don't know how long to wait though, but we'll see. More experimenting is required. Okay, just a little bit. I should do 2 sticks with this, shouldn't I, rather than trying to do that. Oh gosh. Oh, it works. Oh my gosh, making a mess. It's been ages since I did 3D coasters. Been doing the bigger ones. I think the bigger ones maybe don't work as easily because they are bigger and the outside of the piece moves much faster than the inside of the piece of the mold. So I've been experimenting. I haven't shown you a couple of the videos. They just didn't work, so I haven't put them up, but they were the bigger pieces, bigger molds. Okay, so try and keep that nice and thick. Try not to mix it in with the clear resin too much because it will just thin out and your glitter will spread. So if you want to just keep it in the center, don't mix it in with your clear too much. Just trying to get them all about the same size. Oh, that'll do. that about the same? Just fussing now, aren't I? Oh gosh, now I'm dripping everywhere. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Now, how am I going to get that out? Oh gosh. That wasn't good. This one's not going to have as much resin now because I'm taking some of it out. I'm trying to get that glitter out. All right. See what happens when you fuss? Just leave it. Walk away. Okay. Now let me just clean my hands again. One more little torch. It's when you put your glitter and you get a lot of bubbles in there. You know, you've mixed it in. Okay, what's my time? 10:55. I'm just going to write this down. 10:55. I started at 10:15, 10:55. That's been 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Right, where's my scissors? Let's snip some of this off. I'm going to go about halfway between what that clear area is there. No, not quite half. Yeah, a little bit more. 5 millimeters wide. Okay, here we go. Now I'm just going to do blooms. Just going to do random, well, just blooms. We'll keep going. I'm always off center. Every time I do these, I'm off center. Oh gosh. I'll make sure I've got enough to go around. I hope I've got enough to go around. So I'm just keeping going. See, I'm not stopping. Go as close up to the side of your mold as you can without it touching. That's better. Yeah, if you stop and start and stop and start, sometimes you can get more blobs. So it's just easier just doing this. And it's pretty simple too, because you just keep going. You're not, you know, trying to follow any particular pattern. You're just going for it. Okay, hopefully I've got enough left to do the other 3. I figured 40 grams of resin should do them. I don't know why I'm always off center. Every time. Off center. If I've got any left, I can come and put a little bit more in there. I just don't want to run out for these last 2. Might not have enough for the last one, you know. Might not. Might only get 5 out of it. Where did I get up to? Yeah, I'm only going to get 5 out of it, you guys. So obviously needed to have maybe 2 ounces to do 6 of these. Okay, that's all I can do. Sorry, I'm sorry. I feel bad. Feel bad for you, but I can't do any more. All right, let's get the torch out. And I'm not going to overheat it. Just on low. Go around, pop in some bubbles. Push from the outside in on all of them. Just give it a little bit of heat to help it start to spread. Not too much. I don't want my resin to start going thin again. Once it starts going thin again, your colour all drop through. Alright, that's all I'm doing. Because I tend to do it too much. Oh, is it going to work? I feel bad about this little guy. I'll make myself a note. Make up 60 grams. 2 ounces. 60 grams for 6. Yep, 10 grams each. All right, now we just have to wait and see what happens. Hope it works. What would happen if I mixed up a tiny little bit of resin and did this one? No, probably. I don't think I've got time. I don't think I've got time. Look at that. Oh, yeah, I'll just leave it. Lesson learned. Move on. Okay, let me get my gloves off. Just going to throw this away while I've still got my gloves on. Wipe anything down that you need to wipe down before you take your gloves off and throw things away. Then you can take your gloves off. All right, let's go down for a bit of a close-up. This was the one I did the other day. Same resin. Oh, I didn't tell you about my resin. It's this one. I tell you? I don't think I showed you. This one. Platinum Ultra Clear Food Grade. It sets up much faster than just the normal Platinum Ultra Clear. Because there's an Ultra Clear and there's a Food Grade Ultra Clear. But the Food Grade one sets up much faster. This is the one I did the other day. I just did like lots of little, really thin, little pointy petals. Struggled a bit with the center, but I think I fixed it in the end. It's really pretty. All right, let's go down and have a little look at this. And I'm hoping it will close up. Didn't want to overheat it. It is starting to move. Starting to bloom, so hopefully it will. I'm okay with it not closing up totally, only because if it closes up totally, you don't see your blue background. Well, look at that, that's blooming very much over there, but not so much in the middle. Maybe that got a bit more heat. It's hard to know, like how, where is it? How that one's blooming so much, but the other side's not. Could just have something to do with the amount of heat I put onto it. So the one I did earlier today that I haven't videoed, well I videoed but I haven't shown you. Look what happened to the middle. So the outside looks as if it's blooming nicely. And I put the sparkle white into it. But the middle, and this is a big piece, like, you know, look at that. So I don't know whether I overheated the middle, because I did torch it quite a bit, but you can see how the whites just dropped straight down. So I might have overheated it, or I just didn't wait long enough for my resin to thicken. So yes, I've been doing a bit of experimenting today, but this one just looks different to that one, doesn't it? It does look different. All right, I'll come back in about an hour and we'll see if they've closed up anymore, hey? Yeah, because this one I left till 40 degrees. That one I left till 35 degrees. So we'll see what happens. See if it's any different. All right, see you soon. I'm back. It's probably been a couple of hours because I got sidetracked making molds. Trying to get my orders out. Now they've closed up a bit more. I actually like the fact that they haven't closed up all the way, because we'll be able to see a little bit of the blue background poking through. This one's closed up more than that one. Look, maybe this one I piped my petals closer to each other. Maybe this one, they're sort of a bit further apart. I don't know. Or maybe this one got more heat. It's a little bit hard to know what happened, but some have closed up more than others, which is really weird. This one's closed up the most. I'll have to look back on the video and see what I did with that one, whether I piped them much closer to each other. I think if you pipe them closer, you know, they're going to close up more than if you pipe them further apart. So there we go. They're still a bit tacky, so I'll wait until they touch dry before I put the top coat on. If you don't, where you pour your puddle on, it leaves a ring. So make sure that they're, you know, quite hard before you go putting your top coat on. But yeah, I think they'll work out really pretty. So I'll see you for the next stage soon. I'm back. These are dry to the touch now, no longer sticky at all. So we'll go ahead and put the top coat on. So it's the Resin Art Blue Moon. I don't think I'll put any glitter in it. I'll just see what it looks like without it first. It's kind of a wet mica powder. It's not, just doesn't look the same as the regular mica powders. It looks a bit different, but when I've used them previously, they're really gorgeous color. Just mix that in. Not quite sure how much I'll need yet. I'll see, because I want it to be opaque. Mix, mix, mix. Okay, it's still quite transparent, so we'll do another scoop. Like so. Hopefully it'll turn out really pretty. The leaves look quite like, well, the petals, I should say, not leaves. They look quite chunky, like they don't look delicate, which is kind of what I was after, but maybe it's because I added some of that. It's gone like more opaque and heavier rather than staying a little bit more transparent and more lightweight. It's probably what's happened. Oh, look at that. That's a nice color. I like that. So that's no longer transparent. Just make sure it's totally mixed in. Don't want any little flyaway bits. It's pretty, isn't it? It's so pretty. And that should match my glitter really well. So it kind of looks as if the glitter is part of the background. That's what I was going for anyway. All right, let's pour a little bit on. They're almost full, so I don't need very much at all. I just made up 100 grams of A and 43 grams of B. I've taken that one out and thrown it away. Chucked it in the bin. All right, let's just push these out to the edges. Actually, I wonder if heating it will do it, or whether I have to do it by hand. Not sure whether or not it will do it. If I heat it up enough. Oh yeah, it's working. As long as I don't burn my mold. Oh look, that worked. Oh my gosh. There's a bit of smoke there. Maybe I'll not put it on high, put it on low. Okay, that worked. That went off to the edges pretty easily. Let's do it on low this time. Just heat it enough for it to start flowing. And maybe start on high and then go to the low to push it to the edges. How's that? Not too hot. I just don't want it to damage my mold. I'm going to be careful when you've got heat around silicone. I'll just finish pushing that in, I guess. I'll heat them all and then I'll just push them in. seems to work. There we go. There we go. That seemed to work. All right, here we go. Where's my little stick? I'll just push them all in. That worked, hey? I'd never done that before because it used to take me ages to push all the thick resin into all the little creases and crevices. And I still am pushing it in a little bit, but it's much easier doing it that way. Move that before I knock it over. Because the resin's really nice and thin now, so it's flowing well because I've heated it up. So, well, if you don't want to watch me finish this, you can come back to me in a little while when it's time to unmold, but I'm just going to finish this before I take my gloves off and turn the video off. And then we can unmold tomorrow. I've got to go to work tomorrow, but I will come and unmold before I leave because I want to see. Actually, no. I can unmold these tonight because it is only, it's 4:30 in the afternoon. So in about 5 hours, I'll be able to unmold them. But yeah, it'll take me a little while to edit the video and all that kind of stuff, but I should be able to put it up tomorrow before I go to work. I'm not starting till 10. So I'm just putting a little bit more on just to fill them up. Hopefully that heat torch thing hasn't, or the heat gun hasn't damaged my mold. I guess we'll find out tomorrow or tonight. Should be all right. I was just aiming it at the silicone, at the resin, I should say. All right, here we go. Now I've got a little bit of blue left. I can possibly put it on that one that I did that didn't work. I might do that. It didn't work. Anyway, there we go. Quick little torch. How pretty is that color, hey? Really pretty. Okay, that's it done. I will see you for the unmolding and hope it works out. I'm back. It's 9:30 in the evening and they are touch dry. I think if I had to push my nail into it, probably make a dent though, so I'll have to be really careful unmolding. And the bottom layer's set because I did that this morning, but the edges are probably still going to be a bit soft. Oh, look, it's a little bit transparent. Ah, I thought I put enough of this in. Obviously didn't. Yes, I'm just seeing if I can see that little bit there that I would normally sand. It's still quite soft. Okay, probably, I was planning on painting them tonight as well. Maybe I can just do one just to see what it looks like. But look, they might not have worked. So here we go. We can kind of see through it, can't we? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. It's worked. It's really pretty. Look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. There's a little bit that I spilt. Wow, look at that. Okay. Oh, look, there's a little bubble there on the very edge there. See, if it was set enough, I could sand that. Actually, no, I can't sand that because that's the bottom layer. Yes. Where can I put this now? Oh, see, I'm leaving fingerprints and things on the back because it's not set yet. But look, I don't care. Let's leave it there. All right. Let's do the next one. I should try not to touch the back, hey? All right. Here we go. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, it's even better. Wow. I really like how you can see the blue through there. You can see on this one, part of it's like down here has been all closed up, and then up there is not closed up, so it's not as symmetrical. This one's better, I think. What do you think? Do you like it? And look, my center is in the center for once. Yay! Oh my gosh, that's always a good thing. They come out so easily. Obviously didn't damage them with that heat gun when I was blowing that top coat around, hey? All right, here we go. Oh, another one. That's really pretty. See, that one's got a lot more blue coming through it. That's really nice. See, I wasn't sure if I wanted it all to be closed up, but then you can't see the blue background, and all you can see is this like little strip across the top there, or around the outside. Oh, that's my favourite one so far, because this one's got like two little blobs just there. This one's my favourite so far. Right, let's get this one out. Oh, this is exciting. I'll be able to sleep well tonight, because I was so excited. I wouldn't have been able to wait till morning. Oh, there's another good one. Oh, I'm so happy that they've worked out. Wow. Do they look 3D enough for you? Or not? I think they look 3D enough, don't they? Sometimes they look a lot more 3D and other times they don't. Let's have a look across the top and see how nice and shiny it is. Look at that. Beautiful. Considering I waited until it was quite thick, I was really worried that I was going to get lots of bubbles, but look, there's one there. There's a couple. I can sand that, because this is the coat I did this morning. I'll go and get my little sander in a minute, because I'd like to... Oh, look, I don't know if I want to paint them with silver. I don't know. Maybe I can try one. Oh, that's really pretty too. Now, see the difference? This one's all closed up. Why? Why is that one all closed up and this one's not? You guys that have been doing these 3D blooms for a while, can you please tell me, why has this one closed up and why has this one not? Was my resin... Which one had the resin that was too thick? This one maybe. Maybe the resin had thickened on this one, so it didn't spread as much. Maybe the resin was still thin on this one, so it spread. Okay, this is my new favourite. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Probably. Either one of those two. I like both of those. Oh, do I want to paint them with silver? Maybe I'll try one that I don't like so much. Which one don't I like so much? This one. Let's just see what it looks like, shall we? We need to sand that little bit there first. Shall we see what it looks like with the silver? Okay, let's just do it. And then we'll know. God, it's a good start. I know it's not white, but, you know, you wouldn't put gold on it. There's another little bubble there. I'm very impatient, aren't I? I should be sanding first. But, oh, that was just an experiment, though. I just wanted to see. I wanted to try out the angel white, so... yeah, with this new resin. All right, what do you think? How's it looking with the silver? Should I do that to all of them? Let me know. Let me know what you think. I don't know whether I should do the same with the others, or does that spoil it? So I haven't done the two of my favourites. I just wish I knew what I did with that one to recreate it, because I think I do like that one, just because it's like this splash of white, and then they've got a little bit of blue in the middle and then the blue around the outside, so it's very symmetrical, that one, as opposed to I guess this one, which you can see some of the blue through there. But yeah, you guys that do these that know, because I'm still learning. I don't know everything. I can tell you right now. I'm still learning. So let me know. Write it down in the comments below. What did I do differently to achieve these two different looks? Okay. I'll be waiting with bated breath to read your replies. Let me know. And I'll look back on my video and see what I did. Okay, now they're all mixed up. They're all in different orders now, aren't they? And let me know what you think with the silver. Do you like the silver edge? Should I do that with all of them or not? All right. I'm so excited I can go to bed now and sleep well. But I do like these two. Lovely. So happy. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'm going to definitely do these again. And I did like how the resin was 40 degrees before I started. So nice and thick. Oh, look, I'll show you this other one. This is one that I did that didn't work. And I had the leftover blue from here and I just poured it onto this one. I haven't shown you the video of this one just because I don't feel as if it worked. Get it out. Okay. There it is. See, it's very different. Maybe I should show you the video. But see, my center didn't close up. And my glitter's off center. But it's very sparkly. It's got the sparkle white in it. So, yeah. I did a few experiments. But, just, yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why that one didn't close up. Maybe it's just because it's a bigger piece. And I didn't make it as opaque. You can see through the petals, whereas this one's more opaque. I don't know. Do you want to see the video of that one, the making of? I can still do the video on that one, I guess. If you want to see it, let me know. Again, all these questions for you to answer. All right, I'm going to put this back in the mold, let it set till tomorrow, and I'll see you guys real soon for the next one. Okay, take care. Bye for now.